Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome. I'm glad you've made it to the next video. This is just going to be another example of using the fraction buster method because I know that it's a little confusing at the start. So I want to make sure you get a lot of practice in before you come see me for your concept check-in retake. So here we go. Fraction buster method. Once again, I've got two fractions here. I have to figure out what this number equals so that I can make these two fractions equivalent. It doesn't matter that the x is on the bottom this time. We're still going to solve it the same way. And we're going to solve it using the fraction buster method. If you've forgotten what the fraction buster method is, essentially we multiply both fractions by both denominators. So let's do that. The denominators in this case are 2 and x. So we'll multiply this side by 2 and by x. We'll multiply the other side by 2 and by x. And then we get to do the fraction busting part, which is where we cancel out the common terms. So we've got an x on top. We'll cancel out the x on the bottom. We've got a 2 on top. We'll cancel out the 2 on the bottom. Sweet. Now I'm going to rewrite my equation and simplify. I guess I'll put rewrite as a step. Rewrite and simplify. All right, so let's rewrite this. We'll end up with 40 times x, or rather, I guess I should write it this way. X times 40 equals 280 times 2. And now let's simplify. Ooh, did I not get it? There we go. X times 40 is just 40x, all right? And then 280 times 2 is, let me put on my math brain here, 560, I believe. All right, cool. All right, then we do that final step, the weird and final step, right? 3, this is the weird one. Divide both sides by the coefficient. Pause your video right now and point to the coefficient. Then unpause it. Okay. Hopefully you were pointing at this 40 right here. Again, the coefficient is the number that is next to the variable. In our last example, the variable was on the right-hand side, so the coefficient was on the right-hand side. In this case, the variable's on the left-hand side, so the coefficient is next to the variable. It's this 40. And so all I have to do is divide both sides by 40. And I'll end up with a final answer right here. Well, almost. Remember, these guys cancel out. And I'll end up with x equals, and then let's see, 56 divided by 40, 560 divided by 40 is, well, 56 divided by 4 is 10, 11, 12, 14. So there it is. The answer is 14. And if you don't believe me, use a calculator. And if I'm wrong, email me. But ladies and gentlemen, that's just another example of the fraction buster method. In the next video, I will be showing you a little bit of a shortcut to using the fraction buster method. It's essentially the same thing. It's called cross multiplication, but it's a little bit of a shortcut. Save you some ink, some pen ink, or pencil lead. But really, if you can get the fraction buster method, you can solve any proportion. The steps are once again as follows. Step 1, multiply both sides by the denominators, both of them. When you multiply both sides by the denominator, you'll be able to cancel out the common term, x and x, 2 and 2. Then I'll rewrite my equation. X times 40 is equal to 280 times 2. Simplify it. And then finally, that last step, divide by the coefficient. If you can follow those steps, you'll solve any proportion you come across. All right, I'll see you in the next video for that shortcut. Ta-ta for now.